Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR, and we got a care package from one of our viewers in the UK. Now his name is George Buck, but he goes by Sonic123 on Instagram. So apparently he's been watching me for a few years, and he saw that I was collecting all the Jakks Pacific Sonic figures, and messaged me and he's like, hey, are you looking for these 5 characters? And those were like some of the big 5 that I needed, and I'm like, yeah, I kinda need them. So we're talking back and forth, and he says how he wants to hook me up with them, but at cost, like at retail, like not any scalper prices or anything. So I said, heck yeah, I'm in. So he says, give me 4 weeks, I'll get them, and I'll send them your way. A little over 4 weeks go by, and I haven't heard anything. So I hit him up, and I'm like, hey man, what's going on with those figures? And he said, it's taking me a little bit of time, give me a little bit, I'm working on it. So I gave him a little bit of time, starting to lose a little bit of faith, but he did come through. And then before he shipped them, he asked me if there's any other figures I was looking for, like classic wise, because he had some in his personal collection, and I was like, oh yeah, I need these 3. So he's like, yeah, I'll send them your way, sure. But it wasn't as simple as just spending, you know, like $10 per figure. No, this is coming from the UK. So there's going to be some conversion rates, and then there's international shipping, and now there's tariffs, and no tariff is going to stop me from getting my Sonic figures. I'll pay the price. So after doing all of that, as well as putting it on my my PayPal credit card, so there's a fee on top of that through sending it through PayPal, I think I spent about $180 for everything here. So not only am I getting those 5 figures plus some extra figures, but he did say there was an extra surprise in there for me. So without further ado, let's open it up. Again, thank you, George, so much for hooking me up with this. If you want to check out his Instagram, it will be down below if you want to check that out. Send him some love. Tell him thank you for providing more content for the channel. Now, we're not going to be unboxing these figures in this video specifically. Those are going to be for future videos because those are going to be more fun. Plus, I want to do my comparisons and all that fun jazz. So, let's open this up. And you got some bubble wrap in there, so he actually cares about the packaging of this, so thank you. There's a lot of bubble wrap in here. Oh my goodness. And we're already starting off with bangers. First up, I didn't know he was getting me a Charmy. I already did a video on a Charmy a good bit ago that cost me about $60. That hurt a little bit. So the fact that he sent me one is so cool, so thank you so much for that. He was going to also send me this Neo Metal Sonic over here. Well, I already bought one, because he originally did tell me he was going to get me one, and then he's like, hey, I can't get it for you. So after he told me that, I bought one, and then he told me he was going to hook me up with one anyway, so I'm like, ugh, crap. But I know eventually somebody is going to need this, so if anybody's going to start collecting these figures, I'll hop them out. I got them. So we'll put you up here for now. But it looks like there's a letter in here. I wish I saw that first. Let me read that before I get into the rest of these. He says, hi Kyle, I hope this gets to you in good condition, and I hope that you can read my handwriting, and apologies for the delays and screw-ups on my end. But besides that, thank you for your patience, and I hope you enjoy these figures. And some of it, I can't read. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading your handwriting. But then it says, many thanks, George Buck, also Sonic123 on Instagram. But then a little Sonic that says, subscribe to Kyle from KGR. I'm so sorry that I can't read your handwriting, but the fact that you wrote me a handwritten letter, I'm cherishing this. I'm keeping this forever. But let's get the big banger out of the way. The biggest thing that was like the biggest surprise that he hooked me up with. The Super Shadow 4-inch Jakks figure. Now, this figure, last time I've seen, was selling around $250 to $300. This figure is more valuable than what I paid for this whole package. This is insane. So the fact that I now have this is so wild. I still hope they make a newer Super Shadow Jakks figure just so we can have one in a more accurate color tone and also have people not have to spend $300 on a Super Shadow. Oh, that hurts still. But the fact that we got this is so cool. Oh my god. Like, this is wild. This is insane. Next up, we're going to go to my favorite character. Honestly, probably the character I was looking forward to the most, more than Super Shadow. And that is Silver. I have been looking for this figure forever. What is going on out there? Now, I've been looking for this figure forever. I've seen other figures in the wave, and I don't remember if I've seen Silver in the wild or not. And I know he's been released, I think, twice. So now that I finally have him, I'm excited to open him up eventually and do my unboxing and comparison with this guy. Honestly, I want to open this one up first, but I have plans with other figures, so unfortunately he has to wait, but he'll be coming up soon. Can we like put him up there? Can we balance that? That is a terrifying idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Next up, he hooked us up with Metal Sonic. Now, originally, I did want to get a Jakks Pacific Metal Sonic for a while, but I was heavily contemplating on, do I want this version? Do I want the special Jakks version that has a metallic paint to it? And as much as I was weighing the idea of getting that metallic one, it wouldn't match the Metal 3.0 or the Neo Metal Sonic in the collection then, so I decided to just go with the standard Jakks one. And I noticed the value on this guy has been jumping up to like $90 or so, more or less. So I'm happy I didn't have to pay that. We're gonna put Jakks Sonic over here and like put this guy over here, because I do have Metal 3.0. I have all 3 Metal Sonics now, so heck yeah! Now I can finally do that unboxing, because I've been trying to do my unboxings, but like it was so hard because like I want to do Blaze, but I want to get Silver first. I want to do Cream and Big, but I gotta get Amy first. I want to do Metal 3.0 and Neo, but I need regular Metal Sonic first. There was so many figures that had to get delayed for me to do my unboxings. And even then, some of them I just said, screw it, I have to do these unboxings now anyway. But we did it, we powered through, and that's okay. The next one we got is Amy Rose. Now, I hear a lot of controversy over this one because this one, scaling-wise, is a little too tall, and she doesn't have the white little part around her neck. And I did see this figure once or twice in the wild, but at the time, I wasn't collecting these figures, so I didn't care about it. Now, I like how this is specifically a 30th anniversary edition, too, because I think, oh no! Anyway, I think that it did get another print later where it didn't have that 30th anniversary branding on it, but it's not going to matter anyway because I'm going to open it up anyway. But part of me hopes that they do make a newer version of Amy like they did a newer version of Knuckles and hopefully scale it a little bit better, but we'll see what happens. But now I gotta try to get this, so I'm going to try to grab it with my toes. There we go, we got it, woo! Ah, crap, where are we going to put this? Honestly, I think when I do the Amy unboxing, I will compare it to Silver, since, you know, they're together for a little bit in Sonic 06 when they're both unintentionally both hunting for Sonic at the same time, but for different reasons. I guess Amy's just gonna chill back there for now. But the last one that I needed for the modern set that he was gonna send me is Super Silver. Now, Super Silver is also a little bit tougher to track down now because now there are... It's hard to say exactly what it is. Some people are saying that they're bootleg, some people are saying that they're factory defects. I honestly don't know what they're supposed to be. I'm not going to say it's one or the other. I'm just going to say it's one of the two. So getting a good silver, a good Super Silver, is a little bit tough. But this one is the proper good Super Silver, judging by that Chaos Emerald in particular, as well as noticing like no bleeding in the eyes or any gaps or anything like that. This is the good Super Silver. And I'm also really happy that I'm getting this because, you know, it's Super Silver. I love Silver. Silver is my favorite. But you can't have Super Sonic and Super Silver without Super Shadow. But honestly, I think the biggest W out of all of this was the Super Shadow, just because he's so expensive now. But the fact that he hooked me up with all of this is insane. But we're not done. Also, I forgot they did the Go Sega branding on some of these figures for a while. I don't know if that's still a campaign or not. I doubt it. But anyway, he did get me a few more figures. He did get me a classic Super Sonic, which honestly, I forgot he was gonna send me this. I was actually like half ready to order one, I'm not gonna lie. Because I am slowly going after the Jakks Pacific Classic figures. After these, I'm only missing a few more. I think I'm only gonna be missing, I think it's Dr. Eggman and Classic Tails, and maybe a variation or two of regular Classic Sonic that I may or may not get. I don't know who all I'm missing in the set, but like, the collection's just about done when it comes to getting every character. I don't care about going after every variation of every character. I don't really care that much because some of them are kind of ugly in my opinion, but that's okay. But anyway, I'm going after every character, and that's what matters to me. So if you want to see some classic character unboxings, let me know because I'm not sure how many people care about this, but I'll do them anyway. We'll put Super Sonic right here. The next one we got is Ray. Because I do have Mighty, and he's still boxed. Because I haven't even opened any of the classic characters outside of, like, Metal Sonic and Silver Sonic. Because I didn't know if I was collecting them or not. But now we have him as a fully articulated figure, and he looks stinking cute. So when I do unbox this, I will be comparing all of the 4-inch classic figures with their 2.5-inch versions, as well as the Jazzwares versions, if I have them, because, you know, they only made so many characters. But then the last one he hooked me up with is the Heavy Gunner. Now, I do have Heavy King. He's in the box of characters I gotta do later. But yeah, like, this just shows, like, I'm so close to, like, getting every character. Because I decided to do this when the Werehog triple pack came out. Like, literally shortly after that, I said, you know what? I'm going for all of them. Screw it. So the fact that I got all these done with the help of so many friends, thank you so much. Because it's not even just George that helped me out. My buddy Eric found me some. My buddy Alex, he found me some in the wild as well. Like, it was a constant rush of getting all these figures. It's been insane. But one of my friends at work, shout out to Jake, he was like, you're really speed running your collecting, aren't you? So I find that funny because I also found this guy on Facebook Marketplace who hooked me up with a fair bit as well and got me them at a very, very fair value. So the fact that we're just about done is insane. Like, now that I got this done, I have every modern character. I just need the last few classic characters and I'm done. And after that, it's just a matter of, like, keeping up and maintaining that. So this was a wild journey. This is definitely a wild journey for sure. It's things like this that make me so grateful that I started doing YouTube. Because if I didn't make YouTube videos and didn't get the small following that I have, I wouldn't have been able to do any of this. Like, this wouldn't have been possible. I probably would have had to spend $300 for a Super Shadow or hope for a reprint. I would have had to pay scalper prices for other figures, or even just given up on the whole project altogether. But it's good friends like George, Eric, Alex, and anybody else who helped me out through this whole journey. You guys are awesome. And also, by the way, the guy who I was buying stuff from Facebook Marketplace, I can't remember your name off the top of my head, but I remembered in other videos. It's Addy. I think his name's Addy. Turns out he watches me on YouTube. Like, wow. This is too cool. Oh my god. This is wild. Anyway, thank you for watching this. Again, give my boy George some love on Instagram. Like, the link will be down below, so send him, like, a lot of thank yous, send him a lot of love. Like, he deserves all of that. Like, he gave me, like, what, in the Pokemon terms, the Pokemon world, the God Pack. I can't believe he did this. Like, this, oh my god. But I don't really know what else to say other than, like, just gushing over the fact that this has all been done now. So, that said, thank you for watching. If you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description is going to be my link tree as well as my buddy George's Instagram. And I'm going to be doing unboxing videos for all of this stuff. So, stay tuned for that, because the next one we're going to be doing is just going to be a giant Metal Sonic triple pack. We're going to be doing Metal, Neo Metal, and Metal 3.0. So anyway, thank you for watching. I love you guys to death. And I'll see you on the next one. So peace, peace.